The idea of getting down to 12% body fat is a desirable look which a lot of guys strive for. Providing you've been doing some form of resistance training, at 12% body fat you'd be looking pretty ripped. In today's video, I'm going to be discussing the 5 key habits that you will need in order to get down to 12% body fat. Exchange for gains. Depending on your starting point, the thought of getting down to 12% body fat can be extremely long and daunting, especially if you're 25% body fat or above. And that's the reason why I would advise not to put a time scale on things. I would suggest that you see your weight loss journey as a lifestyle change as opposed to a race against time. This will enable you to feel less pressured, far more relaxed, and work at your target at your own pace. The second habit is the importance of enjoying your meals. Eating in a calorie deficit doesn't mean just eating salads, chicken, rice, and broccoli. By having that mindset, you're limiting your options to practically nothing. And this is why I would highly recommend your 80 to 20% split, where Monday to Friday you're eating within a caloric deficit, and then on the weekends you're bumping your calories up to maintenance. On the weekends you can have your pizzas, you can have your chips, you can have your fries, you can have your chocolates. Just don't go above that maintenance point. Because at the end of the day, by doing this approach, it's not only sustainable, but it also gives you a little bit of freedom to let your hair down on the weekend, so to speak. By building these types of habits, it's sustainable, it's enjoyable, and it's a realistic approach. The third approach for me was the number one important factor which enabled me to get down to 12% body fat, and that was taking accountability. Listen, at the end of the day, you own your body. And getting down to 12% body fat is not going to be easy, it's going to be challenging. And not only that, it will take its toll. Throughout your weight loss journey, there are going to be testing times where you're going to feel hungry. Your cravings may kick in. You may even hear a little voice in your head saying, forget today, I'll just jump back on it tomorrow. And then tomorrow becomes next week. And next week becomes next month. And before you know it, you've gone backwards. You've actually put on 3 pounds. This is not down to anybody else, this is down to you. You see, this is where you have to take accountability for the decisions and the actions that you're taking. Getting down to 12% body fat is not going to be easy. It will be challenging. But at the end of the day, you've made those decisions, so you have to stick by it. So this is where consistency kicks in. You need to be consistent in order to drop the weight to get to that 12% body fat mark. The fourth key habit is celebrating your wins. Listen, at the end of the day, you need to reward yourself for losing any form of body fat. Whether you've lost 2 pounds or 3 pounds within a month, be proud. Treat yourself to whatever you like doing, whether it's going for a massage, gaming online, cinema, bowling, whatever you like. Be proud of your achievements because at the end of the day, you're heading in the right direction. By rewarding yourself, it makes the process a lot more enjoyable. And at the end of the day, it abolishes any form of stress that you may have. So ensure that you treat yourself. Ensure that you celebrate your small wins. And number 5 is do not underestimate the power of tracking your calories and weighing your meals. Just by having a source of protein, some veg, rice or potatoes, it may seem like a healthy meal, but by not weighing or tracking your meal, that meal alone could easily come up to 600 to 700 calories. And before you know it, you're 200 calories over maintenance, let alone within a deficit. So I would strongly advise, especially if this is the first time you're starting off in terms of trying to get down to that 12% body fat, weigh and track your meals. It's so important. I did it literally for 6 to 8 months. I tracked and weighed my meals. Hence why I got into the condition where I am today. It's not something that I'll be all year round in terms of being that 12% body fat, but it actually helps a lot, especially for someone like myself who's starting off for the first time. But anyway, my good people, like I said, those are your 5 habits that you will need to obtain in order for you to get down to 12% body fat, especially if you're someone who's starting off, I would say, above that 20% body fat mark. Until next time, if you're feeling this channel, please feel free to like, share, comment and subscribe. Add me up on the socials, the Instagrams. The name is The Ron Official. The name's literally in the bio below. But until next time, stay blessed, stay positive, get them gains. Exchange for gains. Move it, Karen. Time I made those lifestyle changes. Do it like Darren.